Meghan Markle now regrets that her husband Prince Harry published his book titled Spare, and she wishes that she played more of a role in the book because she thinks that they as a couple would have received less backlash. Back in January of 2023, Prince Harry released his bombshell book titled Spare, and he actively participated in various different TV interviews to promote it. However, there's an insider that has revealed that Meghan Markle now has regrets over the book. Harry's memoir made headlines during its initial opening week, becoming a bestseller in the UK.
Prince Harry's autobiography Spare has become the fastest selling non-fiction book ever in the UK.
But it also contained several allegations about senior members of the royal family, including attacks on Camilla, Princess Kate, as well as Prince William.
I love my father, I love my brother, I love my family. I always do. Nothing of what I've done in this book or otherwise has ever been any intention to harm them or hurt them.
Now, the source claimed that Meghan Markle regrets not taking a more active role in the memoir. Following its release, Harry and Meghan faced a ton of criticism, being called professional whiners because of it. Like, she knew that Harry was writing the book, and I'm sure that she knew what Harry was going to mention in it. But hey, you know, what's done is done. And the source went on to say this: Meghan can now see that whether it's fair or not, they are being viewed as these professional whiners, and it's not as simple as her distancing herself, because she has to be seen as fully supportive of Harry. And then from there, the source went on to add this: she's now regretting that she wasn't more hands-on or involved when he was putting the book together. This theory that she micromanaged what he wrote or had any say in the manuscripts is totally wrong. It was Harry's book and she let him get on with it. The same went for his interviews and promo tours. That was evidenced by the fact that she let him do those things by himself and made a point not to interfere. So people have said that Meghan can be very controlling and in a sense is stringing Harry along. And this story kind of seems like it's implying that she's actually blaming Harry for the backlash that they received, rather than blaming both herself and Harry for the backlash. Now, they both have said things, you know, about the royal family. Together as well as individually, they've said things. So what would have changed? Like, what would have been said differently? What would have been written differently? I think even Meghan, like, if she had a more hands-on take with the book, the same type of backlash would have happened. Like, come on, like, this is the royal family you're dealing with. Like, you know, they have a very high standard in the public perception. And to publicly degrade them and try to lower their standard in the public eye, it's not gonna go well. Also, the book is just one thing. Like, what about the interviews? What about the documentary that said, you know, some of the same things that Harry said in his book? Does she regret those too? Also, despite all of their work, the Primetime Emmys nomination is said to have left Meghan and Harry completely disappointed because they were not included. And it reportedly, left them feeling completely devastated. And that might actually be the main issue, because a lot of people are pointing out that Meghan wants to do things her way. And if it doesn't go her way, then everybody else is to blame and she's the victim. And in this case, everybody to blame looks like it's including her husband Harry as well. And this happened shortly after the news of Meghan's podcast on Spotify being cancelled. And insiders from Spotify suggested that the decision was based on the couple's failure to meet the required productivity benchmark for a full payout. And despite the setback though, Meghan is said to be planning to create more podcasts and other content in the future. And this content is said to not be centered around the drama with the royal family at all. And it looks like that would actually be a more positive thing and have a more positive impact on their careers. So how they go about navigating it, it's still yet to be seen. But I want to hear your thoughts on it. Like, what do you think? Like, is Meghan, like, does it sound like she's blaming Harry? Like, what's going on here? Or do you think that if Meghan was more hands-on, that maybe the backlash would be less? For me personally, I don't think so. I think it'd be the exact same thing. So, I don't know. But either way, sound off down below, join on the conversation, and be sure to follow me here on FTD News for more videos like this one every single day. Boom.